can't hide from me. I'll never, ever.
You gonna tell us what really happened?
You really have no idea.
Number 10, Paradox Effect. Delivers stripped down, nerve-tightening violence. The film follows a man whose single wrong decision traps him inside a tightening spiral of violence, where every attempt to escape only creates more enemies. The visuals are deliberately claustrophobic, tight interiors, and handheld camera work that keeps the violence uncomfortably close, making it one of Prime's most quietly savage action thrillers. At its core, the movie is about inevitability, asking how quickly one mistake can end an entire life. This film stands out as a raw, hidden Prime action pick, especially if you prefer grounded violence with real consequences over flashy spectacle. Number 9, Darkness of Man.
For the rest of my life.
Watch out!
The movie is ruthless and bleak, one of Prime's most overlooked action movies. The story follows a hardened man dragged back into violence while trying to protect a child from forces far more ruthless than himself. This is a film about decay and guilt. It asks whether violence can ever truly be used for protection, or if it only spreads damage outward. A worn-down lead performance carries the film, selling fatigue and regret instead of invincibility. The pacing is deliberate, letting dread build naturally. This movie is for viewers who prefer character-driven brutality over non-stop gunfire. If you don't want to miss more hidden action movies like this, make sure you're subscribed. I only cover the ones actually worth your time. Number 8, 9 Bullets.
That boy's mine, Gypsy!
Who killed us both? Gypsy!
This movie delivers desperate, survival-focused action. It follows a woman forced into protector mode after a violent crime leaves her and a young boy hunted by relentless killers. Wide desert roads and isolated locations dominate the visuals. Gunfights feel scrappy and unplanned, emphasizing fear over control, making it one of Prime's most ignored yet tense revenge thrillers. The film explores responsibility and redemption, asking how far someone will go when another life depends on them. Strong commitment from the lead sells the emotional weight, while the pacing keeps pressure constant. This film is a gritty road survival action film that values tension over spectacle. Number 7, Castle Falls.
Tell me who you are before I kill you? Maybe we'll just wait till the whole place blows!
Castle Falls is pure brawler action, simple, physical, and relentless. It follows two enemies who were trapped inside an abandoned high-rise filled with hidden money, forcing them to fight gangs and each other to escape. The entire movie is built around vertical combat, broken floors, and tight hallways. The camera stays wide enough to show real choreography and real impacts. Scott Adkins carries the film through sheer physicality, delivering non-stop combat without shortcuts. This movie is a must-watch if you miss simple, brutally efficient action movies. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. If you're here for hidden action movies, Prime and Netflix keeps hiding. Subscribing just locks you into more lists like this. Number 6, The Commando. The Commando delivers gritty home invasion brutality with zero polish. The film follows an elite soldier is forced to protect his family when criminals target his home, turning a quiet night into a war zone. The action leans heavily on dark interiors and tight rooms. Every scene feels tense, confined, and constantly on edge. At its core, the movie explores how war follows soldiers home, asking whether violence ever truly lets its survivors walk away. Physical performances sell the realism, while the pacing keeps pressure high without drifting into spectacle. Overall, this film stands out as a solid hidden Prime action pick, especially for viewers who enjoy siege-style thrillers built on grounded violence. Number 5, Deadlock.
This is my legacy.
Deadlock is loud, brutal, and relentless. Prime's most aggressive prison set action film. It follows a former soldier who becomes trapped inside a prison during a violent terrorist takeover and must fight from the inside to stop it. With concrete corridors, smoke-filled rooms, and non-stop gunfire dominate the visuals. The movie rarely slows down. Explosions, ambushes, and close-range shootouts keep pressure high. It explores sacrifice under extreme pressure and the instinct to protect even when escape isn't guaranteed. With fast pacing and practical effects keeping the chaos grounded. Deadlock stands out as a high-volume hidden prime action pick, especially for viewers who want non-stop chaos, heavy firepower, and siege-level intensity. Number 4. Gasoline Alley. This movie spirals into betrayal, back alley violence, and rot at every level. The film follows a man framed for a triple homicide who must hunt down the real killers while staying ahead of both criminals and corrupt law enforcement closing in on him. The movie leans heavily into dark city streets, neon-lit interiors, and crime scenes. The camera favors mood over clarity, giving the film a dirty, night-crawling atmosphere. At its core, the story explores corruption and betrayal, asking whether justice even exists when everyone in power is compromised. Veteran performances bring weight and menace, while the pacing keeps the story moving through twists and violent confrontations. Overall, it stands out as a gritty hidden prime action pick, especially for viewers who enjoy a gritty crime action hybrid that rewards late night viewing. Number 3. The Bricklayer. The film follows a retired CIA operative forced back into the field when a terrorist campaign targets US intelligence agencies, leaving him as the agency's last reliable weapon. The movie leans on European locations, grounded shootouts, and clean practical stunt work. The action avoids flashy spectacle, focusing instead on precision, tactics, and physical consequences, making it one of the most ignored yet satisfying action movie hiding on Prime. The story explores loyalty and unfinished business, and whether spies ever truly escape their past. With a commanding lead performance anchors the film, while efficient direction keeps the story moving without unnecessary detours. The film is a solid, disciplined espionage action movie. Number 2. Rogue Hostage. The film is one of Prime's most intense single-location action films. The film follows a former Marine trapped inside a convenience store during a violent hostage standoff, forcing him to act while protecting civilians from heavily armed attackers. With tight spaces, handheld camera work, and sudden gunfire dominate the film. Violence is fast, close, and chaotic. At its core, the story explores courage under chaos, asking how quickly instinct takes over when there's no time to plan. The aggressive pacing keeps anxiety high throughout. Overall, Rogue Hostage stands out as a brutal hidden prime action pick, especially for viewers who enjoy single-location thrillers built on non-stop pressure. Number 1. Black Sight.
Tying up loose ends.
Gonna tell us what really happened?
The movie is pure savage, the most insane and relentlessly brutal action movie hiding on Prime. The film follows a group of agents trapped with an extremely dangerous detainee when containment fails and the facility descends into chaos. The movie is built on confined cells, and relentless close-quarters combat define the film. Violence is constant and brutal. At its core, the film explores control and power, asking what happens when institutions designed to cage monsters lose their grip, and who becomes the real threat when that happens. Ferocious performances and aggressive pacing keep the film in constant attack mode, with no wasted scenes and no relief between confrontations. The film stands as the crown jewel of hidden prime action movies, a merciless, pressure cooker movie made for viewers who want non-stop, close-quarters brutality without compromise. Those were 10 insane action movies Prime has been hiding in plain sight, and now you're ahead of the curve. Which one are you watching first? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this list puts you onto a new action banger, hit that like button and subscribe for more ruthless, no filler action picks. The next list goes even harder. Stay locked in.